I'm Barbara. I live in Peterborough, and I have been trying to see every candidate who comes to Peterborough. I think it's a wonderful way to get up front with them, but I've been seeing both the Democrats and the Republicans, and I think this is my 8th candidate that I will have come to see. And I think it's one of the joys of being here in New Hampshire.
And so you obviously don't know who you're going to be supporting yet? Is
No,
that
I
right?
don't. No, I don't. It probably will be a Democrat and not a Republican, but I'm still a little on the open side. Yeah.
So are there Republican candidates that you would consider supporting?
Yes, and John McCain is one of them.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I think he has great integrity. I might not agree with all his positions, but I do think his integrity is worth a great deal. And I think he has worked hard for what he actually believes in.
My name is John Goodhue, and I live here in Peterborough, and I watched the Republican debate the other day, and McCain seemed to be the most rational one of all the people that were there, and I don't know, I sort of like the guy. He seems to be quite well organized, and he's done it before, and maybe he's the way to go. Personally, I'm really not sure. I feel sad that all the great personalities that we used to have don't seem to be coming to the fore anymore. It's not a very exciting group of people that seem to be running, and that goes on both sides.
What kind of characters do you miss?
Oh, sort of George Washington and Dwight Eisenhower. Even Harry Truman was quite a fellow in his day. It was interesting to watch the Eisenhower campaign unfold and how the Northeastern Republicans wiped out the rest of the Republicans and Bob Taft. And those people have never forgotten it. And now they're in the driver's seat. And I think we have a few problems. And so it's very difficult to know whether to go Republican or Democrat. And being sort of a Northeastern Republican myself, I'm sort of on the fence. But we'll see how it goes. Primary day, early January, and I think we'll lose a lot between New Hampshire and Iowa. A lot of bubbling will bring people to the surface. I wish them all good luck.
Hi everybody, how are you? Look, come on in guys so we can close the door. Hello, how was everybody this morning? Good to see you. I think all of you know our former governor, Walter Peterson, who's with us. Glad to see you, and I've been asked by the Phoenix Chamber of Commerce to announce the temperature is 82 degrees in Phoenix. So thank you all. Glad to see you. We still need to close the door. Could I just say, over Thanksgiving, I was in Iraq having Thanksgiving dinner with our troops over there, and they're doing a magnificent job. I know you're proud of them. They are succeeding. By the way, in case you missed it, we had a great MTV town hall meeting last night. I know a lot of regular MTV watchers are here, so it went extremely well. We still have to close the door. Anyway, is there any questions or comments that anybody has for me that they'd like to ask, besides the media jerks? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
What is your ideas about global warming and anything that you
My ideas about global warming are that it's real, that we need to fix it, and I believe that nuclear power has got to be part of any real reduction in greenhouse gas emissions. And I would just put it this way to you: suppose there is no such thing as climate change and we adopt green technology, we've given our kids a cleaner world. But suppose it is real and we do nothing. And I've been around the world to a lot of places, and I've seen in the Arctic and in the South Pole and the Brazilian rainforest, I've seen the effects of climate change already. And I believe that that, combined with our dependence on foreign oil, urges us to act in conservation, nuclear power, solar, wind, ethanol, and other ways to, including a battery that'll take a car 200 miles in a day, and hybrid and hydrogen. We need to move forward on those challenges. Well, the first thing on the nuclear waste, we either reprocess it or find a place to store it. Other countries have. The French, 80% of their electricity is generated by nuclear power. It's not a technological problem. And now we have the worst of all worlds because we got nuclear waste sites all over America.
Hey, I'm Chris Politico from Peterborough, New Hampshire. I've been in town here for about 25 years, and it's a grassroots effort to try to get people out to vote. And we had John McCain here in 1999, and 30 people showed up the first time, and we had him out here the day before the primary, and like 9,000 people showed up. And John really loves our town here, and basically he beat George Bush in 2000 primary here in New Hampshire, and we feel that he's got a very, very good shot of taking it this time and taking it on to the presidency. A lot of good endorsements and stuff like that, and we feel in our hearts it's a real sincere, the way John comes across for the love of his country and what he's done for the country, the sacrifices and everything like that, that we, there's a lot of people that are really sincere and really, we're not doing it for any political reason, and we're doing it because we love John McCain. We want to see him as our next president. Well, there's a lot of money out there, okay? And you look at Mitt Romney and Rudy Giuliani, and money will buy just about anything. Look what George Bush did in 2000. And we feel that John McCain's got a real good organization of grassroots people that are out here to help him. And, he was against campaign finance reform and all that. And, it's just the character of the man is worth a whole lot more than the money.
And I noticed that you're wearing a hat that says Saigon. Are you a veteran?
I saw Vietnam through a periscope of a submarine off the coast. But this hat was passed out to me by a guy in a local town who actually is looking for a lot of MIA soldiers and stuff like that. And he gave it to me, and John's been to Vietnam, as we all know. And matter of fact, I read John's book again for the third time, Faith of Our Fathers, and a little story about the wash rag. And I dug up an old wash rag and handed it to John as I was seeing him walking down the street this morning. But it's good to see the old organization getting back together that we had in 2008 years ago. And we're just out here for